Hey, that's Dad. We'll call him Jimmy J. I'm Curtis Lombard, and we're Father-Son Diecast. We've got a track update video for you and a new racing format I think you guys are going to like. Real quick, I just want to thank all of our subscribers. I know it's been a while since our last video, but we did get over 100 subs now, up to about 115 I think. And we wanted to get a video out for you and say thanks and bring you a new racing format. If you enjoy the content, please consider subscribing, liking, and leave a comment down below. I'm going to show you some track updates we did right now. We turned it into a multifunctional race facility. Let me show you down here. We tore out a lot of the diorama we had up here and we added in 4 more lanes for drag racing. So if you come all the way down the drag strip, down to the other end of the finish gate here, and the first 3 lanes will actually continue on to the downhill course. So that'll give us some flexibility in doing downhill races as far as 3 wide starts, 2 wide starts, etc. Another change we're going to be making is we're waiting for a timing system from Slanman Customs. So, I'm pretty excited about that. We're going to get that all installed and we'll actually be able to have official races with qualifying, accurate timing, seating. So I'm looking pretty forward to that. All right, diorama changes. What do we got for diorama changes? We added this whole shelf here for extra diorama. So we got the Racers Cafe there, nice little park area with some monster trucks. Sorry about all the people in one big pile. Still kind of working on it. The grandstands, little monster truck display here. So the animals up there. So diorama is coming along nicely. All right, another thing I wanted to cover is some heat issues. Man, it has been so hot. We're in the Pacific Northwest. We're not used to this kind of heat. 105 degrees, this is crazy. The other day we came out here, the track was all bowed up. It was a nightmare. So we got it all fixed, but I think we still have some sore spots. So we'll definitely be working to work out those kinks. All right. So next thing I wanted to cover real quick is some diecast races that we've actually sent cars in for. First one I want to talk about is a race they got going on over at Blue Line Racing. It's a race for bone shakers. So we're going to be sending these in here in the next couple days, and I believe he's having that race in October. So definitely be sure to check out Blue Line Racing for his bone shaker tournament. That should be fun. Also look for us at RTR Diecast Racing, Maze Mountain. He's having a nice Nissan race, and I believe we have Curtis Lombard driving a Skyline has made it to round 2, so that's exciting. Also check out Bay City Diecast Racing. He's doing a Dynasty of Dodge tournament. We also have Curtis Lombard driving a Dodge Challenger, making it to round 2 in that tournament as well, so definitely check them out. Let's take a look at our 4 competitors for this race. Chevrolet Monte Carlo, Dodge Challenger Demon, Subaru STI, DATSUN 510. Let's take a look at the 2 jammer cars. Honda Civic SI, Lancer Evo. The rules of Odd Man Out are pretty simple. You've got to pass to win. Let's explain. In Odd Man Out, the competitors will always start behind the 2 jammer cars, and there'll be 4 races to cover the 4 different possible starting positions. For example, if this were race 1, race 2 would just have the 2 jammer cars switched on the front row. So it might look something like this. Okay, that would be your race 2. Okay, race 3 we just have the competitor starting on the outside lane, and then race 4, obviously we would just switch these 2 jammer cars again. Okay, and those would be your 4 different races, and we'll just keep track of the points for finishes. 5 points for a first, 3 points for a second, 1 point for a third, and 0 points for a DNF. And we'll just tally up those points for each competitor after 4 races, and the one with the most points wins. Let's demonstrate. Looks like we have a winner! And that's how you do it in Odd Man Out. Alright, first car, first race. The Datsun grabs second going around turn 1. But that Lancer Jammer car is pulling away. Lancer holds on for the win. Datsun second, Civic third. Let's look at the replay. You can see the 510 is in second place going into turn 1 and is trying to gain on the Lancer, but that Lancer is just on a really good run. That Civic is pressuring the Datsun as the Lancer just gets away and goes on to the win. Datsun does hold on for second place and does score 3 points. Moving on to race 2. Datsun again grabs second place right away, but it's the Honda Civic this time that gets away and takes the win. The Datsun does score another second place finish for 3 more points. On the replay, it's pretty much a repeat of the first race where the Datsun 510 was in second place right after turn 1. They have a nice close race coming down the backstretch here, but it is that Honda Civic that does hang on for the win. Datsun again holds on for second, and it's Lancer third. So it's 3 more points for Datsun. Alright, race 3 for the Datsun 510. Those 2 Jammer cars get the jump on Datsun this time, and it looks like he's got some ground to make up. And he's not going to be able to do it. It's going to be a 3rd place finish for Datsun in race 3. Looking at the replay, the 2 Jammers do their job, get out in front, and they seem to slow the momentum of the Datsun 510. And then it's a pretty uneventful race until the finish as the 2 Jammers go on for the win. Datsun does take 3rd place and scores 1 point. Let's see what Datsun can do in race 4. Datsun again jumps into second place, tries to make ground up on that Lancer. Lancer says, "No way, man, I'm gone." It's another second place finish for Datsun. Datsun tries going high in turn 1 but can't get around Lancer. Ends up settling in behind him. And it's a pretty clean run the rest of the way down the hill. Unfortunately for Datsun, he'll have to settle for another second place finish, as that Lancer Evo Jammer car takes the win. That's 3 more points for Datsun for a total of 10 points. Alright, next up we got the Dodge Challenger Demon. Race 1. That Dodge Demon jumps up to second, chasing that Lancer down the hill. Won't be able to catch up and will have to settle for second place. Let's have a look at the replay. It's a solid start from the Dodge, but that Lancer is just on another good run. Dodge Demon just couldn't challenge for the rest of the race and just had to settle for second place, and he'll take home the 3 points for the first race. Let's see what happens in race 2. Those 2 Jammer cars leave the Dodge behind. And wait a minute, I don't see the Dodge. Did something happen? The Dodge was jammed by the Jammers. We'll get no points for this race. Let's see in the replay if we can see what happens. Those Jammers just shoved him into the sidewall of the track, and he just kind of got stuck there. The 2 Jammer cars have a nice little race to the finish. Unfortunately for Dodge, he'll get no points. Alright, race 3. Dodge Demon's going to have to pick it up. Let's see what he can do. Left in the dust again by the 2 Jammers. Man, he's going to have to do better than that. He does give it a valiant effort trying to catch up, but still, he's going to have to settle for a 3rd place finish. Just 1 point. I don't know if the Dodge did anything wrong here. It's just that Lancer and that Civic are just on it today and got a really good start. Civic loses it here a bit coming out of turn 3. Gives the other 2 cars a chance to catch up. In fact, Lancer Evo just drove right on by and takes the win. And Dodge will score just a single point. Let's see what the Dodge Demon can do here in the final race. Jumps out to second place and chasing down that Lancer Evo. Dodge is making a run, but that Lancer Evo just holds on for the win. You can see here, Dodge passes Civic on the outside in turn 1, sets his sights on that Lancer heading down the hill. The Dodge can't make any real headway coming down that backstretch. And they go around turn 3. Lancer seems to have firm control, but he does lose it here a bit, giving Dodge a chance to almost overtake. That'll be 7 points total for Dodge. Alright, 2 cars down, and we still haven't had a breakout win yet. Let's see how the Subaru can do. Race 1. Subaru jumps out to the lead. That's how you do it. And Subaru takes the win in race 1. Let's look at this replay. Subaru just shoves that Lancer off to the side and takes the lead. Incredible. No challenge whatsoever from the jammers after that. Subaru goes on for an easy win. And it's our first breakout win of this odd man out tournament. That'll be a 5 spot on the scoreboard for Subaru. Let's see what happens in race 2. And that Honda Civic seems to be shot out of a cannon for this race. Let's see if the other two can catch up. Not even close, man. That Honda Civic is gone. Our Subaru does hang on for a second place finish. Not much to discuss here on this replay. That Honda Civic is just gone. These jammers seem to be giving our competitors all they can handle. The best Subaru STI can do here is just hang on for second. Subaru scores 3 points for a second place finish. Alright, race 3 is at the starting gate. Let's see what happens. The jammers tangle and Subaru slips right on by. Could be an easy win. Let's see if he hangs on. No, that Lancer gets him at the last second at the finish line. Amazing. We gotta take another look at this. Those two jammers tangle up with each other. Subaru has no problem going by on the outside. Subaru thinks he's on his way to an easy win. They come around turn 3 and head towards the final turn. The Subaru just gets a little squirrely, loses momentum. Lancer drives right by at the last second. Another second place finish for Subaru, but that does give him the lead in the tournament with 1 race to go. And here we go with race 4. Wow, carbon copy of race 1. Subaru just shoves Lancer Evo off to the side and says, "Excuse me, I'm going right on by." That Civic gives him a nice challenge, but Subaru holds on for the win and 5 points. Well, the replay actually shows a nice clean pass by Subaru, and I don't think there was actually any contact there. The Honda Civic is kind of giving him the bumper business there a little bit. Around turn 3 and the final turn, and Subaru is able to hang on for the win. With 16 points, Subaru is looking pretty good. Alright, Monte Carlo race 1. He's got a tall order to compete with Subaru. Right out of the gate, he jumps to second place and he's all over that Lancer Evo battling for the lead. Can't quite get it done though, and will settle for second place. It was a nice clean race around turn 1, and Monte Carlo's giving it all he's got to try and pass that Lancer. Monte Carlo makes an outside move coming down that backstretch. But it's just not going to be enough, so that Lancer slowly pulls away and takes the win. Monte Carlo scores 3 points in race 1. Race 2 is at the gate. Monte Carlo finds himself in a hole to start this one. Civic spins out and blocks the entire backstretch. That slows things up, and Monte Carlo can only manage a third place finish. Monte Carlo just doesn't get a great start here, but he does have another shot at it when Civic spins out here and jams up on the backstretch. But still, it's to no avail as the two jammers will just pull away, and Monte Carlo can only manage a third place finish. Just 4 points for Monte Carlo heading into race 3. He really needs to pick it up. Heading down the hill and around turn 1, the Monte Carlo does jump into second, but that Civic is getting away. And he's gone. Another second place finish for Monte Carlo. In my mind, the Monte Carlo was the car to beat coming into this tournament just based on the practice runs I did trying to put this tournament together. But these jammer cars are doing their job and giving these racers all they can handle. And again, Monte Carlo is going to have to settle for 3 points, which effectively will eliminate him from being able to win the tournament. Let's see what he can do here in race 4, but it already does not look like a great start for Monte Carlo. Lancer just motors away and takes the win, and it's another second place for Monte Carlo. That Lancer jammer car takes a high line in turn 1, but comes out with the lead. But that Honda Civic jammer is giving him the business. It doesn't work out for him, though, as the Monte Carlo does get by the Honda and tries to chase down the Lancer. But that Lancer is making no mistakes, and that Monte Carlo is just going to have to settle for another second place finish. So another 3 points, and that looks like we have a tie for second place. It looks like we've got a tie to resolve between DATSUN 510 and Monte Carlo, both scoring 10 points in the competition. To resolve the tie, each competitor will get 1 run against the jammers, and if we're still tied after that, we'll do it again. So, tiebreaker race, Monte Carlo. Monte Carlo's crying. He's got the win. He's gonna hang on. He hangs on for the win. All right, that was a good run by Monte Carlo. Pressure's on DATSUN. See if he can keep up. Here we go with tiebreaker race for DATSUN 510. Pressure's on. He's got to get this win to keep it going. What's he gonna do? It's in second place. Oh, that's a DNF. I guess we'll restart it. All right, DATSUN gets another chance here because of the DNF. DATSUN jumps into second. Around turn 2. Looks like he's in the lead. Can he do it? Around turn 3. Civic's hot on his tail. Wow. All right, we're tied again. Okay, so 1 round wasn't enough to settle it, so Monte Carlo is back on the starting line. But we're going to put him over here this time. So I could jam up. Can they make it? No. We'll restart that race. All right, here we go. Second round OT run for Monte Carlo. Oh, he looks like he's going to get the win. Can he hang on? Around turn 3. On the final turn, and he takes the win. Our 2 jammers have taken themselves out in turn 2. All right. Second race for the DATSUN 510. Pressure is on. Around the first turn is not looking good for the DATSUN. Can he make up the ground? It doesn't look like it. That's too bad for the DATSUN. Here's our champion of our first odd man out competition, the Subaru STI. Congratulations. That was one hell of a showing. One last thing I did kind of want to mention here is, you know, don't take it too personal if your favorite car make and model is represented as a jammer car. I actually feel like these 2 jammer cars ran a little bit better than I would want a jammer car to run. So we're going to work on that a little bit. I put together these 2 AI robo cars that we're going to try using these as jammers. They should work pretty good. And, you know, they're AI robocars. So next Odd Man Out race, we're going to see how these guys do. Everyone that was odd man out, and it was kind of fun. Let me know what you think in the comments. Any ideas, suggestions? I think it's kind of a fun little format to do. Definitely encourages passing, which is what we like in diecast racing, and quite frankly, any kind of racing, right? Alright guys, that's all I have for you in this video. I know this was a bit of a long video, so if you're still watching, definitely kudos to you. Thanks for hanging in there. If you like the content, definitely consider subscribing if you're not subscribed already. Leave a like and leave a comment down below. Let the YouTube algorithm know you like to see more diecast racing. Until the next video, keep playing with Hot Wheels.